Hello, I'm Michelle Beckman, and welcome to my What is Coaching webinar. So, you're probably receiving this webinar because you've either expressed an interest in coaching or you want to know maybe a little bit more about what it means to be a coach. And so, I just thought I would jump on and tell you what it is that I do as a coach and what it means for you. So to do that, I have a little presentation for you. Let me share my screen and we'll just jump right into it because my goal is to keep this to 30 minutes and or even a little bit less if possible. But those of you who know me know that I like to talk, and so that it may be a challenge for me to keep that 30-minute time limit, which, by the way, I need to start my timer. Okay, so first, of course, thanks for being here. Thank you for watching this, and let this be the beginning of at least starting to answer some questions you may have had in your mind. And if you have any additional questions, then for sure reach out to me. But just wanted to start off with sharing a little bit about me in case you don't know me very well. I'm a wife, I'm a mom of two boys, and I love to travel. I love outdoor adventures. I love being active with my kids. Part of the reason that I really wholeheartedly believe in keeping myself fit so I can stay active with my kids. And becoming a coach has actually motivated me so much more to stay not only active, um, but to keep from falling off and jumping back on the fitness bandwagon, because that's what I used to do. I would work out, I'd do really well, and then I'd fall off. And I'd get back to it, and then I'd fall off. You know the pattern. I think most people can probably relate. Um, I've also created a virtual gym girls um, bod group and Facebook group, and we call it, I've paired up with some other great friends, coaching friends who I have met thankfully because of this opportunity that I decided to do to become a coach. And we call it the Badass Wellness Community. So of course, that's where we get the Badass Virtual Gym Girls. I was a former 7th to 12th grade math teacher, and I've taught every single one of those grade levels. I did enjoy it. I do miss being a teacher, but I feel like I found my other passion, fitness, and being able to teach it and share it with others through this coaching, being a coach, this coaching opportunity. Those of you who know me, I am definitely pretty social person. It's probably where my oldest son gets it from. But I am a bit of an introvert, and I'm definitely quiet at times. I don't have to be the loudest person in the room or at a party. I definitely like to listen and participate in conversations, but yeah, so and I'm a cardio junkie. I am naturally drawn to cardio because that is where I've seen my best results whenever it's some sort of cardio based program. However, I'm definitely being turned into a weights girl. I've definitely been able to get out of that mindset that if I lift, I'm going to get big and bulky and I'm going to gain weight, which was a prior experience of mine. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I was not eating the way I should be, and I wasn't eating the right amount of protein and stuff like that. Happy to share details if you want to talk about that. But that's not what I'm here to elaborate on today. So I just want to take a second to bust some myths of coaching, things that I've heard many times over the years as I've talked to other people about coaching. Biggest one is they believe they need to be at their goal weight in order to help others. And I've seen firsthand that you don't. I have other friends who have joined me in coaching, and people found them so inspiring as they were going through their journey. So just keep in mind, you don't have to be at your goal weight. If you're not there, that doesn't mean that you can't be a coach in no way, shape, or form. Nor do you have to be an expert in nutrition and fitness. I happen to have a bit of an extensive background in both. I started out in fitness over 20 something years ago with teaching aerobics at my local gym, and have continued throughout the years to work for different gyms and studios. And I've also taken nutrition courses. Initially, it was out of my own pure curiosity, but then later I just decided that I wanted to have some certifications behind me, because if I'm going to learn the material, then I might as well have that certification. But no way, shape, or form do you need to have any of that stuff, because Beachbody provides us with all the tools and these great programs that now, with the nutrition programs that we have to offer, teach people about eating healthy and the right way to go about that for healthy weight loss, which is so important. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to be an expert. In fact, I don't even call myself an expert. I feel like just like when I was a teacher in the classroom, um, I'm always constantly learning and constantly improving myself and keeping myself up to date. Same thing here. And it's just because I'm passionate about it, and it's something that interests me. I will definitely, this next myth will say, I definitely did not have much of a social media following. I still don't consider myself having a large following. So don't let that worry you. If you're willing to learn different things that you can do, which you'll be learning along right with me, because I'm still learning, we can grow the social media to where we can reach more people. But it's just a tool that we use to be able to reach people that we might not normally be able to reach. And then definitely this last one, I'm terrible at sales. I couldn't do this. I don't look at this at all as a job in sales. I'm not trying to sell anybody. And I think if you're getting this, you know me well enough in our conversations that we've had, that I am not pushy. I'm not ever trying to really sell somebody. I am, yes, selling a product and products, but that I truly wholeheartedly believe in, that they work. I use them, and it makes talking about it so much easier than me just giving some blah, 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 trying to sell some product. It's no different than if I come across something that I bought at Costco that I love. I share those products with my friends, like, you've got to try this. It is so good. I feel like it's the same thing. So this next picture is actually a picture from a big super Saturday workout. And I like this. My friend actually put this together, this presentation, and she created this slide. And I just love this because really there is zero luck involved in this business. You gotta put in some work, and it depends on the amount of work that you put in. Really depends on where you want to take this business. And so moving on, just to talk about putting in work, what that means is basically successful coaches are willing to take action. they're coachable. Like I am very coachable. I have learned so much that I didn't know prior to starting coaching almost 9 years ago. I've been willing to learn different things. I do things on social media that I never ever thought I would know how to do, and I'm still learning. Like I said, and thanks to my friends, if we find something, we teach each other. We show each other some cool little tricks that we come across. Um, as a coach, it's really about consistently showing up for not only yourself but for the people who have joined you, whether they are just taking a challenge with you or even they sign up as coaches under you, and whether it's about taking their own personal um, fitness journey to that next level to kind of help keep them accountable, um, or if they really want to try to work this business in order to make some extra money. It's so important to be consistent. um, of course, then that kind of goes right along with the second point there with getting results with our products. You definitely want to use the products and be our company calls it, a product of the products. So you're able to show and share the results that you get by using the stuff that you're sharing with other people. Um, Something else that I've learned probably the hard way is that in order to be successful, you have to be willing to connect with new people, and not just every once in a while, every day. And you want to pay these programs forward by sharing them with these people you're connecting with. And those connections can be made in person or they can be made on social media, whatever format that you prefer. A huge part of being successful as well is just to remember, I heard in a podcast actually, to grace yourself. That it puts it so perfect, because I think we are all our own worst critic. And you have to just remember this, the focus on progress, not perfection. We're not here to be perfect. And I used to hear, and I can't tell you how many times I've heard it, people making comments like, oh, you're a coach and you're having ice cream? Yeah, I'm going to live life. I'm living life with my kids and I'm making choices and I have my cheat days. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to enjoy life and to make my quality of life better and quality of life for my kids better. And then, of course, you need to be willing to share your journey and invite others to come along with you in this amazing ride, which is what I'm doing here. And believe it or not, I've been a coach for almost 9 years, and this is my first webinar, because doing something like this has just scared the living daylights out of me. So why become a coach? Well, first, it keeps you accountable. Like I said before, I have never been so accountable in my life, honestly, and consistent with showing up for myself and keeping on a good overall wellness path, in general, eating healthy, even if I'm not completely on it, and continuing to work out, like not going for 3 months at a time where I take a break and I don't work out. Or you could sign up for the discount. We get a 25% discount. And honestly, that's why I signed up at first. These first two reasons, the accountability and the discount. I really had no idea what it meant to be a coach. And kind of slowly started to learn and watch my friends and discover that I wanted to do a little bit more than just get the discount. And actually, my first goal was to earn enough money to pay for my Shakeology, which broke down to me sharing this with 3 new people a month, or 3 people who were going to stay on Shakeology a month. that would cover my Shakeology. And that was my goal for a long time, actually. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I was super happy to have that. In fact, to this day, I still don't have necessarily huge financial goals. Um, it's never really been about that to me. But, and there's nothing wrong if it is about that to you, or, you know, there's a lot of other coaches that that was what motivated them. And that's why they signed up, because they wanted to pursue the opportunity to make, whether this is their side gig and making a little extra money, or if they wanted to make this their full-time job. Um, why else be a coach? Because we have this awesome community. Um, the girls that I've recently teamed up with, and some I've known for a long time, some I've just met, we are not all on the same team, but we click, and we work well together, and just love the community. We also love the community that of other coaches when we go to big events and we meet other people. Um, the energy is just absolutely contagious. And if you followed me at all for any period of time, you'll know that when I'm at like Beachbody Summit, that I'll get on live, and just, you can just feel that energy. You can see how exciting and awesome um, that whole event is. In fact, the girls that I've teamed up with, I met way back at one of my first Beachbody events. That was in Vegas, and we just clicked, and we've been friends ever since. Um, but yeah, the last two, I'll just touch on those. You got an opportunity to earn some income just simply by sharing and inviting others to join you. And you also have the opportunity to build a massive income. And I've kind of talked about both of those. But just to make sure that corporate is happy, since I'm going to be posting this publicly, Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from this Beachbody coaching opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. So I think that's self-explanatory. What do we have to offer? Well, plain and simple, and we like to say it's the total solution. We have the total solution in what we call a challenge pack. And most people that join me in some way, shape, or form, whether it's customer or coach, you generally start with a challenge pack because it gives you everything. You've got fitness at every level with Beachbody On Demand, so you can choose what workouts work for you. We've got nutrition education with 2 fantastic programs that you'll find the one that works for you, whether it's 2B Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix. Both of them have similar but different strategies, and people usually find which one they just absolutely love and clicks and works for them. And you know, it's honestly, these programs are amazing. I've taken some certifications, and these programs really break it down to making it something that's easy to follow and work with your everyday busy life. You get support. As you probably know, you get to either be in a Facebook group or a bod group, and you know, that group is there to support and motivate and share recipes and tips and encouragement, lifting one another up. It's a positive community, and that comes along with your challenge pack. And like I said already, the accountability part. So it's just like the top of this page says, the total solution. You got everything here. And when somebody purchases a challenge pack from me, I'm just not selling them a product and letting them go. The purchase is where our relationship begins, and where my private coaching begins, or you know, our group coaching begins, because sometimes we team up in these groups, and that's so empowering. And if you sign up as a coach, your one-time coach fee, which is normally $40, gets waived with that purchase of the challenge pack. as I just said, and I knew this slide was coming up, our job really begins after the transaction. Just, the mission behind our company, and I think I've heard this at every single event that I've attended ever, is we're here to help people lead healthy and fulfilling lives. And this job is so fulfilling. It's probably as fulfilling to me, if not more actually, than when I was a math teacher in the classroom. So each team kind of has their own little thing, but something that we provide our community is we have weekly team calls, Zoom calls, so we get to see each other's lovely faces, get to share ideas, talk about things that are going on. We have a national wake up call for all coaches, which are, I've found really great for personal development even, but we get to hear from top coaches and they can share success and tips and things that they do that have helped them get to where they are and why they were invited to talk on the National Wake Up Call. We have a daily Zoom room workout group, and right now we've actually have a couple of times because we've got people that are in California, so Pacific time and Mountain time. We've got people like me and Eastern Standard Time. So we've got a couple of different Zoom room workout times where we're jumping on, and anybody who's available is welcome to jump on at that time, and that just helps with an additional piece of accountability. Plus, it's kind of like working out together because that's what we're doing. We're just doing it virtually instead of live and in person. Excuse me. We have Tuesday nutrition calls, which are amazing because they give the opportunity for you to ask questions if you have any, to share successes, tips, things that you're finding that are working for you and or your clients. It's really we share some tips and education, but we also open it up and it's kind of like a conversation where questions may be asked and we answer them, and I found them really helpful and also inspiring because some of our people that are having success share, the weight that they've lost or whatever goal they're trying to meet. We have some additional monthly challenges, which some of you may have participated in the past, like plank challenge or squat challenge, those type of little fun things that we do. We have one-on-one check-ins. Each of us coaches will stay in touch and check in on you personally at least once a week, because the last thing that I or any of us want is for you to feel like you're not being supported and that you're not important to me, because you are. We also have a 2B Mindset nutrition group and an Ultimate Portion Fix nutrition group that really focus in on the nutrition for those particular programs. So once you've decided what program that you want to follow, you can be in that Facebook group. And again, that's there for sharing recipes and answering questions, posting questions, supporting one another, so forth. And every bit of this stuff is duplicatable. So just, know that you don't have to come up with this stuff on your own if you become a coach. We're going to team up together and we're going to work on this stuff together and share all this information. So I just have a few questions kind of to let you think about. First one, do you think this opportunity could help you in some way? Whether that's with your staying accountable, keeping yourself motivated to stay on track. Do you think teaching this to somebody else will help you be able to follow it that much better? They always say, and I did this in my classroom, to really learn something and to follow it, you learn it best by teaching it. So that's just something to think about. And what is the worst thing that could happen? I mean, if you sign up, And, if this doesn't work out for you, then you're not locked in to this forever. I mean, you try it, it doesn't work, then, you can say at least you tried it. And, just I think we all are afraid of failure in some way, shape, or form. I know I sure as heck am. I've let my fears hold me back for a long time. Um, so, know that it's normal to have those feelings and normal to feel unsure. Um, you might not jump into coaching to be a coach uh, initially because you're just dying to be a coach. It might be something that you learn as you go, and um, you find that you love it, like we do, like I do. And I guess I just basically want to leave you with this thought. What if this opportunity changed the entire trajectory of your physical, mental, and financial health? Would it be worth it? I can tell you right now, I've gotten so much more out of this opportunity than I ever imagined. I never dreamed. And it's for me, physical wasn't the biggest. Yes, that's what brought me to it. And I always have goals because I'm my own worst critic. Um, but the mental, the mindset, the personal development, working on me, um, I never even imagined. It has helped me so much. And that is probably my biggest transformation is my mindset. And I think we can all relate to letting our minds get the best of us at times. So with that, and I am so proud to say I stayed under 30 minutes. I want to thank you so much for joining me and listening to this. If anything sounds of interest to you, or you want to know more, you have some other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I would be more than happy to talk with you. No pressure, no pressure. I'm not about that. If you want to join me, I am here and willing to help and do anything and everything that I can. But at the end of the day, it's really your choice, your decision. So I hope you think about this, and I've enjoyed sharing this information with you. Um, I hope you have a great day, great evening, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Bye.